I just signed my sentence by coming back here and being like, I only have a few minutes. Yeah. And then this is going on. Let me plug it in. I've got to be on top of my game at all times. And so what have I been doing? Just mission after mission after mission. And it's like, sometimes there is no slowing your roll. Like, do you ever feel like that? Like you feel like you're just still driving? Like, sometimes I go and I'm like, wherever my destination is, I don't need to stop at this light. I'm gonna turn right. Or whatever, like, so, and then, switching, going on another street, which, when the light's faster. Oh no, this actual tank top has a little tiny thing here that makes it itch. And then repeat. But anyway, that's only because I was wearing tank top forever, so here we go. And so let us begin. Let me tell you about my day. No, I'm kidding, I can't. I was like, I need to make an appearance, but I don't actually feel like sharing because I have no, like, need for support or whatever. I guess. I mean, I'm like dead bored and empty, but that doesn't mean I'm relying on you. Because, also because you need space, but that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say, give me my video. Nope. So what do I say then? Nobody wants me to be a spiritual guru, and I'm not interested because it's the modern world now, and I fall somewhere in between. I am my own personal sage. And the sage knows that the only battle is between ego and self. And neither of those exists. Unless they are concepts. But isn't the entire world? I guess, if you put it in English, human language. Yep, that's my philosophy for the day, and I'm done here. No, but how can I fix it if you won't let me go in there and, like, tweak it to my design? Like, what is this? I don't know what to do now. And you just want to see me struggle, suffer, and get out of it all by myself. Like, yeah, I'm the actual guinea pig in the maze. But why do you expect so much out of me? Is it because you actually do respect me a little bit? You respect me enough for me to make my own way. That is true. And so, if I could just talk out of my mouth for 20 minutes, I could, but, like, I'm not even wearing out. I don't know what's happening to me. I'm being drawn away. And not even by TV. Not even by TV. But the thing is that out here is not enough. Like, okay, I can get used to this a little bit more. But then I step outside of my comfort zone. That's when you gotta start getting comfortable being uncomfortable, because that is the world. The world is not that kind. It really isn't. And so me thinking like, oh, I can go walking outside. These streets are boring. You know, I walked the entire town a little bit. That sounds like a oxymoron, but it's true. Did it like once or twice. I was running across the street right now and showing Miles how to jaywalk. And I was like, on this one busy highway where you get to the highway by where my other person's apartment was, I ran across the street. And, like, you have to be skilled to do that. It's not about luck that time. And so, that was when, I have, like, it's not mania, though. Like, mine is, like, some kind of spiritual consequence. Like, sure, I've had, like, staying up on even weed before, but now I'm balanced, bro. I'm balanced for the most part, and that is, if I wasn't, everyone would see me doomed just like on Facebook. But, like, that was all practice. Practice, practice, practice. But, I mean, is it? Like, what is growing up, dude? You would know. But you wouldn't know because you were too nerdy. Am I being insulting? Or am I being real? But obviously you're cool enough now. Or, you're cool, okay. Your picture by your car. One of the few pictures I remember. Picture of you standing by your car, you're gangster enough, right? You're so cool. So you can't be that nerdy all the time. And then obviously, like, I've heard, like, your voice in your music, so, like, I don't know what I'm on about, but at the same time, like, I don't know who you are separate from it. If these moods can change and change and change and then stay the same, like, I'm expecting you to not be better. Ah, I'm going crazy. Oh my god. And so the message is, moving on, dude. If I chose to remember being stuck in that, like, mental prison and mental, like, anguish, then how would I have moved forward on Facebook? Like, obviously, like, or social media or whatever, here, or with you even. Like, obviously, I've said stuff and they don't say anything, so they're not even worth a lick or whatever, however it goes. They're not even worth it. But some of them might just be like, I don't know, quiet or like, not know what to do, shocked. Why are you telling me this? Isn't everyone? And so then I'm like, people being here with me all the time. I wouldn't call it a cult. I'd call it a militia. I'm just kidding. No, either a samurai or a night ninja. I work alone. Night assassin. And so people being around all the time, it's not that big of a deal. But at the same time, I don't want anyone to, like, not be able to make their own decisions like you, man. How do you can't? Like, I'm like, I can't think anything else when I'm doing this, but dude, you can't think anything else. Maybe you can. No, you can because you have your judgment, but, like, you know what I mean. That's super annoying. Hey, fuck off. That's super annoying. Why do I have to understand that right now? Because I'm getting tired. Because I'm getting so tired. Because although I took a nap, but I took some more drugs. Yeah. Just to see what would happen. That's kind of the thing. If it's no longer like, I need this to happen. It's like, I don't know. Some people grow up like that. Like, they call them, like, normies or something, where they can selectively use drugs. And I guess, like, now that would be, like, how I feel. Kind of like, oh, let's just see what happens, or I have time for this. but I always have time for it. That's the difference. Cool. Okay, so what is anyone interested in? That's what annoys me. I've seen it all. I've gone past it. Am I talking to high schoolers? Am I talking to people who have some college like me? Am I talking to like YouTubers who are just inexperienced? Or obviously I'm talking to like that one girl still exists, right? The one with the long blonde hair. I don't think she hates me for being, disadvantaged. Yeah, and then I wish people would get my jokes. And so who else could I be talking to? So I wanted like, okay, I ran my friend off, right? But if they were really my friend, I wouldn't have ran them off. So unless it was just you, you're like taunted, and you're like, I'm gonna show up in your DMs, and then you're gonna find out it was me all along, and you didn't have anyone else to turn to. And so then if I didn't run them off, I was gonna say they're either like foreigner or like a nerd, right? Right? That's how I imagine them. Like, that's fine. It's just because those are what my friends have been. So that's fair. What do you think? I want to know who made it here. And then I wanted to know who was real enough, like those rappers. And they are, but like, all I have to do is go to their concert, and I just can't. I'm not ready for that. Ouch. Cool, signing off. mm. And then I'm never gonna be prepared to live an existence either with or without you. God, I hate you. Like, what is it you want from me? Like, the fucking, like, my soul stripped of everything I own and sold or something. For real. Breathing oxygen. That's an idea. And so was I mistaken the other day? I thought you said it was retarded not to breathe, but it could have been someone in the talking song who was actually saying they were doing something retarded at the end of the song. So like that's how I think sometimes. Yeah, it is retarded not to breathe. But like so like I don't breathe in between. I'm like afraid to breathe or something. Or like I just got so used to it. Like I can go breathing less than other people. I can hold my breath underwater, or I can hold my breath for like probably a minute. Mm, yeah. But anyway, could have. What other talents do I have? I can touch my nose with my tongue. I can also twist it in both directions and in a little taco. um, I mm, I can bridge and shuffle cards. Mm, I can paint my nails. That's good. Paint both hands. I mean, yeah, I let them be messy because like the water just like instantly washes off the extra, but not instantly, taking things too far again, but yeah. Then what else can I do, man? Mm, Like, not like that, just like random stuff. I can French braid my hair, but it's exhausting to hold your arms up sometimes. And so that'd be like things you learn that like not everybody learns. Like manners, etiquette. Not everyone learns how the forks and knives go and all that. I don't know it, but I probably got pretty close to knowing it. But yeah. What else? More about me? I don't know. That's what it comes down to a little bit. I learned how to crochet. Also learned how to sew quilts. Like when I was way younger, when I went to camp. That's when I started making a quilt. And so I can sew. I can sew by hand. I'm not that great at it. I just do like crazy random like ways of doing it. That's what I was saying about being well-rounded, man. I could stitch you up. I can tie a figure 8 knot, which is like the strongest knot. Depends on what it's for, though. Like, I'm sure, like, for hauling stuff, there's like stronger knots or whatever. Better knots for horses. Any more talents I have, Gundalini? I really don't know. People are like, what are your hobbies? I like yoga and horseback riding. I don't have the opportunity. Just because, like, straight up I need an Xbox and a DVD. That's it. Where's my Xbox? Dumbass didn't fucking keep track of it. I didn't, or they didn't. And then, you know, maybe I'll mess with horses at another time. But it's kind of sad. And then you should be able to groom them and not be like all like stuck up. um yeah, I don't know. But then that makes me think of ah, you drive me insane. Oh yeah, I just want okay, now I kind of want I want a big cat. That's for sure. I want a big cat. But if I can't, then I should get a big dog. Then it would protect me. But then I really want goats. And it'd be so cute to get a kitten. But then you can't take them with you very well. Unless you just train them that way. Put them in a little backpack. But yeah, that would risk his life. Or her life. And girls don't do as well. Unless they have male owners. It's so strange. So I've wanted for the longest time, like, a monkey. Like an orangutan. Because I used to watch those growing up wild shows. And then, so I should just tell everyone that you remind me of this ancient projector TV and whatever was on it in my grandparents' old house, like, because it was like that type of like, I don't know, the nature feel. Like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, the old nature feel. Like, what am I supposed to imagine your country as? I don't know. I like, so now I've seen like a little bit of city in that one show. the Micleod. Um, yeah. And so that's the plan. That's the plan. Somehow need to put my heart back in it. And so I'm wearing my animal ring, which I'm going to take off right now. Just for the hell of it. Just so you can watch me struggle. No, I don't know. I had to make an appearance, but what more can I talk about? Nothing, so I gotta go. Adios.